consciousness. But it's very difficult to relate to. How can you say I am not this body? Of course I am this body. How can you say I am not this mind? You are what you are because you have utilized your mind to reach in this stage. But it is about the awareness. The first question to ask is, me and my mind, are we one or two? If me and my mind, we are one, then my mind should listen to me. Now if I want to give a command to the mind, okay, hey mind, you need to stay only on this object. You think it will stay? You close your eye, maybe 1 second, 2 seconds, then think about the appointment, the work and this and that. This is how everybody's mind is like. The mind, basic property of the mind is to go external. So if me and my mind are one, then why is it not staying here? We have to experiment. If you read in a book, or someone tells, or some Swamiji is saying, some teacher is saying, some great book is declaring, it's okay to know. But unless we experiment on ourselves and figure it out our own, our conviction will not grow to accept these concepts. The mind will always reject. Mind never wants you to grow in your consciousness because mind is very happy to have you under its grip. The moment you practice awareness, the moment you practice meditation, you are on a journey of going beyond the mind. The mind starts feeling restless. The mind will bring here, there, all kind of distractions. That is when we need to have this understanding in the back of our head. No, I am not going to give up. I am not the mind. I am going to stay away from the mind. I will be witness to the mind. So all the disciplines, different parts of yoga, doesn't matter whether it is bhakti yoga, jnana yoga, karma yoga, all the different aspects of yoga is centrally focused on this one aspect of how to make us grow in our consciousness from a gross level to a higher level. Even bhakti yoga. In our temple, the arati, when I was as old as children, I always was very intrigued. Why so much noise in the temple during the arati? Why so much of incense? It's all circumambulating on one aspect. Focus the mind. If you are in the temple and next door house someone plays your favorite music, what will happen to your mind? It's no longer going to stay here. It's going to, अरे वो शोले का फिल्म का गाना बज रहा है or some other distraction. Similarly, smell. If your favorite dish is being cooked next door kitchen while you are doing puja, your mind is no longer here. It's going to go there. So our ancients were very, they were different kind of scientists. They figured out that nature of the mind is to go external. Your mind, my mind, everybody's mind is all the time going external because it is the property of the mind. My Guruji used to say, did you ever complain why sugar is so sweet? Did you ever complain why fire is so hot? No, we never complain. So why are you complaining that my mind is driving me crazy during meditation? Because this was my favorite line. Swamiji, it's impossible. My mind is driving me crazy during meditation. Everybody's mind drives like that. Because it's the nature of the mind. So we have to understand, this is the nature of the mind. Still I am going to meditate. We give up. We try this method, that method, this technique, that technique. And then sometime it works, then we say, I can't meditate. Most commonly this is how we give up practice. Because we feel very... So who is feeling this restlessness? The mind is feeling. I am not the mind, so why should I let it go? This kind of attitude needs to come. Then we start watching the mind. The moment you start watching the mind slowly will give up. But we never maintain. We do it for 5 days, then we give up, and then again we try to do something, then we again give up. So that force is never built up. That's why all the ashrams, all the spiritual places, you see the regularity, same time. Meditation class will be at 5 a.m. Why not today 5 a.m., tomorrow 6 a.m.? No. Same time. Then the pattern forms in the mind. Then we grow. So this experimentation also needs. We need to experiment. We need to figure out. We need to convince ourselves. Like we have convinced for many things in our life, we must also convince ourselves. Not by reading, but actually experimenting. That is where all these concepts, these questions are called, these are experiential in nature. We cannot intellectually understand. Who am I? What is this body? What is this mind? Am I different? What is this concept? It sounds so strange. These are all the questions everybody started asking. Since beginning of time. But when you continuously practice, then wherever you are, whatever you do, these concepts help you. It's not that everybody has to leave everything and go to Himalayas and meditate. In our scriptures, it is not mentioned anywhere. It is one way. People, those who had that kind of inclination, they chose that path. So while wherever we are, whatever we are doing, if we start doing everything mindfully, then slowly we grow to that awareness where we can understand these questions. Right now is very difficult to understand because we are trying to understand it through the mind. How to understand something which is already beyond the mind? It's not possible. So when we practice, then when you really understand, then this question will disappear. That's why they say in philosophy, you can ask when, how, what, where. You cannot ask why. If you go to a realized saint and ask him, explain to me, why did God create this world? He will say, sit down, meditate, you know. There is no answer. Nobody can explain. Anybody. Because you have to experience. Each one have to grow to that level of awareness to understand. Until then we practice and practice. Intellectually very difficult to explain. How to explain? When I used to ask too many questions, my gurus, did you think if I would have given you a mathematical puzzle which is only 12th standard to study and I give it to you in 3rd standard, could you solve it? I said no. So wait. We have to practice. When we put in that conviction into daily practice, even if it is only 10 minutes every day, but every day, when we grow in our awareness, then we understand this concept.
Swamiji, what technique would it be like? I mean, this one is very helpful and relaxing,
This is one.
but
this is one. Then
it's a long one.
Yeah. Then you grow into meditation practice.
Okay.
You grow into any form of meditation.
So you need
practice.
something like shorter, but it is also that punch that will focus you and like cut off all the.
This is like this practice. This is like if anybody who can do it every day, you go higher and higher in your consciousness. You become more aware. But when in a situation like this, we all have our life. We have work. We have many responsibilities. So once in a while you do this, and every day you do some form of meditation practice, some form of pranayama. Because when you learn to hold the body still, when the body stays still, the prana becomes still. When body and prana are still, then the mind can slowly become still, and then you learn. So practice is important. Doesn't matter how long. And then focus should be on practice. If you put the focus on the output, then it's a problem.
And doesn't matter what. Like what do you
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Whatever you like. So if you are a person who have bhakti as a path, you practice bhakti. Sing mantra, sing or do japa. Ultimately, every path is leading to the same place. If you are a hatha, you do asanas. People think that asanas are only physical postures. No, you can take it to the higher level. Even just an asana practice can make you meditate also. Advanced practitioners will make their asana practice into asana plus pranayama plus meditation. So every path is going to lead you there. But we need to have that conviction to practice every day without fail. And then for a situation like this, how to enhance our practices to be present where we are. In whatever you are doing, if you become aware, every moment you are trying to practice awareness. In the beginning days, once I was with my Guruji and I was following him to the meditation class. We are climbing down the steps of his residence. And my Guruji suddenly turned around and asked me, "Did you take a bath?" I said, yes, I did, Swamiji. Then after 3-4 steps again he said, did you take a bath? I said, yes, Swamiji, I did. But I got very angry with him. Why is he asking me second time? I mean, he doesn't believe me. I am here for so long. I gave up my job and gave up my home. I am here with him learning. And he is not trusting me. Of course, my parents taught me well. I will go to the temple after taking bath only. Why did he ask me second time? I got very angry with him. And if you know a little bit about the different yoga steps, there is one step in the Ashtanga Yoga which is called Pratyahar. Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi, like this Ashtanga Yoga. Pratyahar. Pratyahar means training yourself to withdraw the senses from external to internal. Pratyahar is very difficult. Or continuously cars are going. So many of the times our mind is going, why this car has to go like this now? We are distracted. So I am sitting in front of him. He is giving a talk. I didn't listen one word because I was so angry and so upset. Why did he ask me second time? I did not hear one word. Perfect pratyahara happened, but on the negative side. Perfect withdrawal of senses happened. I am sitting in front of my Guru. He is giving a speech, but I am not listening one word. One word is not going inside my ear because I am so angry inside. Why did he ask me second time? So the mind, all of our mind has this immense potential. But it seems like the mind has its own mind and is operating in its own way. But it is not in our hand. Anyway, I was very upset the whole day. And finally around the afternoon I confronted my Guruji. I said, please tell me, why did you ask me second time? I am very upset since morning. Why you are upset like this? He said. So, Swamiji, did you not believe me? You think I can't tell you a lie, you are my Guru. No, of course I know you took a bath. Then why did you ask me second time? That is something else I was asking. You have taken it in a completely different direction. So in those days, in the ashram, we did not have the shower. We had a tap and bucket and a mop. Bathe like that. So when you went to the bathroom, when you took the first mug of water and when you poured it over your head, when the water touched your head, at that time, where were you? What was the thought going on in your mind? And I drew a blank face. Who does that in the bathroom? You go into the bathroom, you finish your business and get out of the bathroom. Who's thinking? Where is the thought? Where is the mind? Who is thinking all that? I said, Swami, I have never thought like this in my life. See, that is what I was trying to make you aware, that in your last 24 years of your life, you have never had a proper bath. Tomorrow morning you better go and have a proper bath. This is awareness practice. In every day. You're brushing your teeth, be there. You're brushing your teeth, our mind is somewhere else. We're cleaning our house, our mind is somewhere else. We're cooking food, our mind is somewhere else. We are going in the train to office, our mind is somewhere else. So, my Guru used to say that in modern life, you just practice this, you don't need any other practice. You don't need to do anything at all. This itself is yoga in your daily life. To be where you are is very difficult. You want to make the mind stay here, mind is going to go somewhere else. It's an eternal problem. But instead of giving up, we try. We have this awareness. I want to be here. Right now, I can't do anything. I have to brush my teeth. However busy you are, you will brush your teeth only. So at least be there. The next step comes after 5 minutes. But we are all the time jumping our guns. So this way we can make our every moment of our life an aware life. And when we become aware, we are training ourselves to listening to the viveka. All of us we have. Something decent in us always gives us the right advice. We never listen to it. We are always listening to the mind, to the emotions. If you become little conscious and become observant, you will see many times if someone is saying something, you're getting angry. Something is telling you something, hey, calm down, it's okay. But we don't listen to it. We listen to the other side. So by like this, when you practice your awareness becomes, you grow in your awareness. Then you start listening, you train yourself to listen to the Viveka, which is always giving you proper guidance. Then we all can become superhuman beings. We can all, live our life and do whatever we want to do in life in a more sensible way, in a peaceful way, with calm, without getting so stressed. Because the world is going crazy day by day. And it may be, who knows, even going to go crazier. So how do we handle unless we empower ourselves from it? External situation may not change. The exchange rate of foreign currency never going to come back. Many external factors will start coming. What do? We go within, we empower ourselves. Then we manage. So this is what everything, all paths are coming to the same. To grow, help you grow your mind, go to a different higher level of consciousness and utilize the mind. Mind has immense potential. We are not using it. This helps us have that power of the mind in our hand and direct.